Spy spoof Kingsman The Golden Circle has led the international box office with $48.7 million this weekend, most of that coming from an impressive $40.3 million launch in China. Fox sequel to 2015's Kingsman The Secret Service is playing in 62 markets abroad and has now topped $250 million worldwide, including $35 million in South Korea and $30 million in the UK. The original grossed $286 million 2 years ago in overseas markets. The action comedy was directed by Matthew Vaughn and stars Colin Firth, Julianne Moore, and Taron Egerton. In China, the opening weekend led that market and was 73% ahead of Kingsman The Secret Service. With $95 million in the US after 5 weeks, Kingsman The Golden Circle is nearing $350 million worldwide. The original wound up with a worldwide total of $415 million. Warner Bros. Geostorm, starring Gerard Butler, is finishing in second place with $36.4 million at 13,000 screens, with first place finishes in 36 territories to lift its international total to $49 million. South Korea was the strongest new markets with $5.4 million, followed by Russia with $4.9 million and Mexico with $3.6 million. The weather disaster drama, which carries a budget of $100 million plus, turned in a disappointing $13.3 million take in its U.S. debut, so the international performance is especially key for financiers Warner Bros. And Skydance Media. Chinese sports comedy Never Say Die finished third at the weekend's international box office with $16 million in only 6 markets. Mehua Funage's film, adapted from a 2014 stage play of the same name, has totaled $308 million in worldwide grosses in less than 4 weeks, according to Comscore. Blade Runner 2049, which is handled by Sony internationally, took in $14.3 million from 65 international markets to lift the foreign total to $120 million. The science fiction sequel, which has amassed $74 million in 17 days in the U.S., opens in China on October 27. Blade Runner 2049, which stars Harrison Ford and Ryan Gosling, carries a reported $150 million budget. Warner Bros. Horror blockbuster It finished 5th this weekend with $12.8 million on 4,350 screens in 60 markets this weekend, bringing the international total to $331.4 million. The worldwide tally has hit $651.6 million. Italian audiences shelled out $7.7 million on 608 screens to see it, capturing 71% of the box office for the top 5 films. It was the best opening weekend for a horror film in Italy and the best launch of a Warner Bros. Film in that market in 2017. UK is the top international market for it with $42.2 million, followed by Germany with $31.8 million and Mexico with $27.5 million.